For you, Kaieteur Radio presents a 50% discount on all radio advertisements only for a limited time. To advertise, contact us on 225-8465 or 226-7455 or email us at kaieteurradioads@gmail.com. You can even visit our office at 24 Saffron Street, Charlestown, Georgetown. Kaieteur Radio, covering you from coast to coast.
This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
Good evening, time check for you 19 hours 1. My name is Amrita Koshal and this is your nightly newscast. Without further ado, let's get to the news in detail. The Speaker of the National Assembly, Manzoor Nadir, has chosen to strike out critical clauses outlined in a motion tabled by the opposition on full liability coverage for Guyana's petroleum activities. Even though these details are available for verification through quick research, these clauses were removed as the Speaker concluded they must be based on facts. The removal of these clauses means that they will not be debated in the National Assembly. But leader of the PNCR, Aubrey Norton, has made it clear that the party will not be accepting the degutting of its motion this time around. Norton on Tuesday again called out the House Speaker for what he described as his partisan behavior. Norton explained that the PNCR faction of the coalition will be pushing for legal action to be taken on the matter. Mr. Norton said he believes that civil society ought to be calling for the removal of Mr. Nadir. Already, at least 3 members of civil society, as well as Transparency International Guyana, have called for the Speaker to allow a full debate on the opposition's motion. And moving on, the United States Deputy Assistant Secretary for Caribbean Affairs and Haiti, Barbara Feinstein, will visit Guyana on March 24th to March 26th. According to a U.S. Embassy press release, Ms. Feinstein is scheduled to meet with the government, opposition, and civil society. The U.S. Embassy also said that Ms. Feinstein's visit underscores the continued importance the United States places on the U.S.-Guyanese partnership. Ms. Feinstein will meet with Vice President Barra Jagdeo, members of the opposition, CARICOM, the private sector, and civil society. And in other stories, we now tell you at a time when potentially every sector in Guyana is expected to expand from increased economic activities due to the oil and gas sector, the Minister of Labour, Joseph Hamilton, is of the view that labor unions may no longer be relevant based on changing business environments and attitudes. Hamilton said that the majority of labor unions in Guyana no longer serve their purpose and have outlived their usefulness. The minister said that local union leaders seem stuck in the past with the primary focus on salary and wages for workers. He pointed out that in his year and a half in office, union leaders have only sought to discuss salaries for workers with less interest in matters of health, safety, and training, among others. And we now tell you the French Law Association, Sherpa, recently filed a complaint asking the French National Financial Prosecutor's Office to open an investigation into corruption, money laundering, and concealment of stolen goods in relation to the activities of extractive industry giant SBM Offshore. Sherpa noted that SBM Offshore, the sole manufacturer of 3 of Guyana's oil vessels, has been flagged in several countries because of its alleged extensive corrupt practices. And in light of those cases, Sandro Cossart, Sherpa's executive director, believes the time has come to shed light on the role of SBM's French managers in what could be widespread corruption. Moving on in other stories, Jaheim Straker, the Linden schoolboy suffering from a fractured skull, had to undergo emergency surgery last night around 20 hours at the St. Joseph Mercy Hospital to avoid the risk of becoming brain dead. 16-year-old Straker, a student of the New Silver City Secondary School, was reportedly struck to his head with a piece of wood on Thursday last by one of his classmates. He had been admitted at the Linden Hospital but had to be referred to the Georgetown Public Hospital on Monday because no neurologist is based there. And now finally, we tell you a motorcyclist is now dead and his pillion rider severely injured after his bike reportedly crashed into a truck on Tuesday night on Kent Street, New Amsterdam, Berbice. The dead man has been identified as 30-year-old father of two, Joshua Inshanali of Adelphi Village, East Kanji, Berbice, and hospitalized with severe injuries to his head and other parts of the body is Karen Rambarat of West Kanji, Berbice. According to police, the accident took place around 23 hours. Both men were picked up in an unconscious state and taken to the New Amsterdam Public Hospital, but were immediately transferred to the GPHC. Inshanali reportedly succumbed to his injuries yesterday, while Rambarat remains in a critical condition. And with that, we have come to the end of your nightly newscast for the 24th of March. My name is Amrita Koshal, and you are listening to Kaieteur Radio.
Want value for your advertising dollar? Then place your ads on Kaieteur Radio's newscasts. Streamed live on 6 different mediums, reaching hundreds of thousands. Advertise today and watch your dollar grow. Call us on 225-8465 or 226-8210 today.
Nothing in life is free, but the My Digicel app is. You don't need to be on a data plan to use the app. You can conveniently chat with Ruby or an agent for help. Check your account balance. Activate a Prime bundle or gift it to a friend. Send credit. Check the Georgetown and Berbice Bridge schedules. Activate a roaming plan. Play Shake to Win for cool prizes. So don't worry about a data plan, buddy. Download the My Digicel app from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store today. Digicel. Better together.
Thursday, March 24th. I'm GHK Lal on Kaieteur Radio 99.1, 99.5 FM. Welcome to the National Outlook. Thank you for listening. Thank you to Joshua Van Slypman and Kevin Smith for helping along with the technicals.